So I am, like I said, a bikini competitor, and I just did my last show, which was NBC North Americans, and it was on Labor Day weekend. I got second place, so I was one spot away from my pro card, which I was really happy with that result. I finally launched my cookbook that I've been working on. Hello. So this is my first video post show. So if you are coming back to my channel, welcome back. And if you just happened upon this, my name is Rachel and I am a bikini competitor, and that is what most of my content is here on YouTube. I also am on Instagram, and it's the same username, RFET Fitness. I also am a health coach. I'm a health and physical education professor. So thank you for joining me here. So I'm just gonna do a little sit down because I haven't done anything post-show. Actually, I did start filming a little post-show update last week, but we're just gonna kind of start over. So I am, like I said, a bikini competitor, and I just did my last show, which was NBC North Americans, and it was on Labor Day weekend. So today is Monday, September 15th. So I am, 16 days post-show. So we'll give a little recap. How is my reverse diet going? What's going on? What are my plans next? And all of that stuff. So kind of to bring you up to speed, or go back and watch my last video, which was all about my show day. I got second place. So I was one spot away from my pro card, which I was really happy with that result. And so now we are in off season, improvement season, however you want to call it. It's not really any different. I mean, I'm still training, I'm still eating, obviously, just eating a little bit more. Actually, I take that back. I'm eating less now. I'll get to that in a second. I'm still doing the same amount of cardio that I was before my show. So not a whole lot has changed. The one big change is that I have started to incorporate more foods, like different foods, back into my plan, and I don't have to check in as often with my coach. So checking in every 10 days. And I had my last check-in on Saturday. And so yeah, things are going good. So just a general recap of kind of how I went into my show, because I said I'm eating less now. So why is that? Because I was eating so much going into my show. We reversed into the show. So starting, it was probably the second week of August. I think it was actually technically like August 9th or 10th. So I had my base meal plan, and then he started adding more food to that. So my base meal plan, I don't even remember exactly how many calories it was. Around 1,700. Not even too crazy low. So he started adding more food, like quite a substantial amount of food. And I kept to the same foods. Like 4 weeks out, I started keeping to like the same foods, because you just want no weird stuff happening digestion wise. You want to keep all the variables as, you know, dialed in and as on point as possible. So I was tracking my sodium, being meticulous, tracking my water. I was eating the same food. So the foods that I was eating probably from 4 weeks out and on, up until like a few days before the show, I cut out other things, but I was eating, let's see, like eggs, egg whites, blueberries, oatmeal, sweet potatoes, chicken, ground turkey, jasmine rice, rice cakes, almond butter, protein powder, almond milk, cream of rice, mostly rice products, except, well, oatmeal and sweet potatoes. And, but yeah, like rice, cream of rice, rice cakes, and almond butter, coconut oil, avocado for my fat. My proteins were the chicken, ground turkey, eggs, and egg whites and protein powder. And then veggies and fruit, I was doing bananas, blueberries, and I was doing green beans and zucchini. So I love all those foods. I have no problem just sticking to those foods. And then, as we get closer to show, cutting out some of the processed things like protein powder and stuff like that. But we wanted to fill out, and I just kept burning through my food. And so I was eating, I think I had maybe a week's worth of, like, up until Thursday. So the show was Saturday. I didn't have a cheat meal on Friday, but probably 8 days before that, like the last one being 2 days before the show, Thursday, I had an extra 1,000 calories on top of my base meal plan. Plus then it was like eat 5 extra servings of rice and nut butter and coconut, like tons of food. I mean, I didn't even stop to figure out how much it was, but it was definitely 4,000 calories. I stopped counting at 4,000. I was eating a lot. So it's just weird. It's crazy. So bodies are just weird. And so I had a really good show experience. All that was great. So yeah, go back and watch that show day video if you are interested in that. And so now, after the show, like, you get your reverse diet plan, and my initial, reverse diet plan was about 2,100 calories, which I was glad. I was like, fine. It was like a lot to eat all that food and cook it all and buy it all. It was expensive. So, yeah, things are going good. I was really, really hungry and food focused the week after my show. And, I also still have 2 1,000 calorie cheats per week. So I was like living for those. I did one on Wednesday, one on Saturday. And then I checked in again on Saturday. I told them, that I was hungry, and I was 123.8 on show day. I am 124.4 today. I was 124.4 when I checked in on Saturday too. I have been 124.4 every day except maybe 2 days. One day I was like, I got to like 125, and then another day I was like 123.8, but every single other day I've been 124.4. It's wild. My weight does not ever do that. I usually am like, go up and down a few tenths of a pound, higher or lower, So he increased my food again on Saturday, and I still have the 2 cheats. But again, the big thing is I'm incorporating some different foods. So even if my meal plan has like chicken in it, I can make it I can swap it for shrimp, or I can swap it for fish or whatever, and if it's oatmeal in my breakfast, I can swap it for rice cakes, or I can swap it for, just another carb source. So fruits, same thing. If he says blueberries, I can do strawberries or an orange or whatever, so I've been incorporating a lot of different foods just to kind of increase that variety and stuff. And it's helping with the food focus because I'm pretty much eating anything I want. And then I have those 2 cheat meals, which I still keep pretty clean. Like one cheat meal, I did sushi, but when I get sushi, it's fish and rice and cucumber and avocado. It's like, I don't get the sauces and all that kind of stuff. We went out for lunch this weekend with friends, and I got a salad with scallops on it. So that was different. But again, I'm still like tracking all that stuff. I have had a couple cocktails. But other than that, I keep it pretty clean. I have had some dark chocolate too, but I haven't really had any like major cravings for anything. So yeah, things are going good. And my plan and goals. So I will continue working with my coach for the time being. And then I'll take a little pause. Not that I won't follow my plan. Like, I'll still follow my meal plan. I'll still do my training. I'm training 6 days a week. And I will still check all the boxes. Like, I don't need a coach to hold me accountable. I like having a coach just to like take the thinking out of it for me. I definitely need a coach like in prep, because like I would have never given myself that many calories leading into my show, and even when he was doing it, I'm like, are you sure? I don't know. What if I wake up tomorrow and I'm like 4,000 pounds? But he knows what he's doing. So it's just kind of wild. But yeah, so I'll take a little pause from coaching just to save money. And just because I don't really, I can coast on my own, and then I'll jump back in with him later in the winter. And then our goal is to do Universe next July. So I'm only going to do 2 shows next year. There are 3 national shows. Technically there's 4, but nobody ever does the one in November. There is a national show that I could compete in November. It's in Las Vegas, Anaheim. I don't know. It flips back and forth, but I'm not going to do that one. And I don't know anyone that's ever done that one. My coach doesn't usually have people go to that show, he says. So I will just do 2 shows next year, no matter what, because we're also going to Europe, and we already have that trip scheduled and paid for. So that's definitely happening. So I'll do 2 shows in July. They're like 2 weeks apart. And obviously if I get my pro card, the first one, bonus, then I don't do the second show, right? But I'll put all my eggs in 2 baskets, and fingers crossed that one of them works out. I know I'm going to be so nervous going into that shows, because going into North Americans, like I had a goal to get top 10 or just not last. I mean, and I've said that in multiple platforms. I've said it here, I've said it on Instagram, I've told people, because my first and only other national show I ever did 2 years ago, I did not do well. And so I was like, I just want to get top 10. And I got second. So now there's this burden of expectation, which, I think some people are like, well, now, you just will move up and you'll get first. It's like, no, not necessarily, because it depends who shows up. So, and some people that happens, they'll go to a national show and they'll get second, and then the next national show, they'll get 7th. And then the 3rd national show, they'll get their pro card. I mean, you never know. I've heard so many crazy stories of someone getting like 2nd, then 15th, and then 3rd, and then 6th, and then their pro card. So you never know. But obviously, now I have a higher goal. Like, I'm not just going to set a goal to get top 10, because we want to improve and do better. So that's the plan. And so I will take you along with some other things that I've got going on. But I just wanted to get this one out quick, just because I haven't given a post-show update and a reverse update. Things are going well. Super busy with with my job, which is great. My daughter's getting married in 2 weeks, which that's fantastic and fun, and we're traveling for that. I've got a conference I'm presenting at that I'm traveling for. Our 25th anniversary is coming up in December, traveling for that. So lots of fun and exciting things, but I've just been extremely busy. I haven't even really posted on Instagram that much, and I've just been super busy, but happily so. Things have been good. So that's that. And thank you for joining me. This is a quick one for me. And let me know if you want to see some food, some training. I don't typically film my training, but let me know what else you want to see. Oh, another thing is my cookbook. I finally launched my cookbook that I've been working on. So I will post the link down below, but check it out. It's got over 40 recipes, and they're all macro friendly. And the main theme, I guess, of the book is called Macro Fam. So if you live by yourself, you don't have to live with a family. Like, you can obviously just make the recipes, but the idea of it is to, if you have roommates or friends that you live with, which that's roommates, right? Or a family, and they want to eat the same type of thing, or you want to prep a similar meal, but they don't necessarily need it to be super macro friendly. I give lots of variations in the cookbook. So make it kid friendly, or for someone that doesn't have maybe the same type of goals that you do. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and desserts. And it's very inexpensive. I think it's listed right now at $9.95. So check it out. As soon as you purchase it, you have immediate access because it's an ebook that you can download and it never goes away. So yeah, I hope you take a peek at it. I'll put a picture here of what the cover looks like, and yeah, take a peek. If you have any questions, just reach out to me, and I would love to, if you want a sample recipe, if you want to see like what kind of recipes do you put in it, and you want me to send you a recipe or two from the cookbook, I would be more than happy to do that. So it helps support me, and yeah, just something that I've been working on for a while, and so I would love if you would check it out. So with that, I am going to close this out, and hopefully I will pick this camera back up relatively soon and give you some more life stuff, food, all the stuff, reverse dieting, and working towards that July 2026 pro card. All right, thanks.